to make sure that it works. And again, if you guys are interested in behind the scenes stuff like this, not behind the scenes, I guess, sort of live making of the scenes, this is something that we've been wanting to do. And with the first major 10 seasons of MADMA, it was kind of a impossibility to do this, I guess, to keep the schedule. But what we plan on doing is running this schedule for season 12 a little bit slower, and then we will simply, there we go, put the filler between parts in between each section. And let me go into that a little more detail. I envision season 12 as having like 4 parts. The first part is when we crash land and then we find something, and I'm not going to tell you what that is right now, but I like this better. Yeah, it's a little closer. The second part is going to be what happens after we find that something. The third part's going to be a sort of SAS closure element, and the fourth part probably would be us getting back to MADMA Island, or potentially leaving the island altogether, whatever. Anyway, post SAS, and then a wrap up. So, okay, let me do this. This is Fraps. All right, this is external. We'll just call it Fraps 3. Fraps 3 external, and Fraps 3 Splice point of view. And all right, so we're looking, he's looking around, and then he decides to turn around. Okay, he leaves, that's it. And we get some more shots, and then I'll do it again. Game mode 1, game mode 0. All right, so I want Splice to be in game mode 0, and I want Splice to have all of the hunger bars and everything like a regular Minecraft character. Okay, we're still red Fraps, still shooting. Okay, there's Splice. Whoa. All right, getting a little wonky there. Okay. All right. Okay, so we've done Fraps 3. Okay, so turning the head, looking sadly, realizing that there's nothing that Splice can do. Oh, that's too quick. Okay, so we'll do that. Moving the head. Okay, stop the head movement. Okay, so then we go to the right, a little to the left. Okay, and then we're going to turn around slowly, looking down, kind of sad, and Splice turns around to go. Okay, so let's do that again. It's always good to have multiple shots, and so let's do that. I'm also going to, I realize that for video settings, we're really, to stay consistent, we do 12 options, video settings 12. Okay, all right, let's do it again. And here we go. Splice is looking. Splice is looking again. Splice is sad. Kevin MacLeod music plays in the background. Splice looks up, gets a feeling of determination, pauses, and moves. Okay, now, Splice is moving. We'll probably not use an intermediate shot, but just in case we do, I'm going to put a shot over here to get Splice walking between the two cacti. Kevin MacLeod music, either sad or determined, or maybe both. Okay, let's do that. Oh, you know what? He may be out of range. Okay, let's just let that settle down. And we have red Fraps, we have audio. Okay, let me back him up. I probably shouldn't use the client on the server. Okay, let's do this. Walking straight forward. Walking straight forward. Okay, you know, I don't even know if I like this shot. I'm gonna I'm going to get a little closer. Maybe like this. Yeah. Okay, there we go. That's not bad. Okay, so he'll come down between the two cacti. Okay. All right, so here we go. All right, and Splice will enter. Splice will enter. One will win. All right. Wait a minute. What's going on here? And hello, Birdie Choco, I think if that's correct. I hope I'm saying that right. We're doing some scenes for MADMA Season 12, Episode 2, and possibly 3. And hold on, let's try that again. Okay, very good. Okay, Splice is getting hungry, it looks like. Okay, here we go. Don't mind the timeout. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, and Splice goes forward. Okay. Okay, this is going to be shot 2 for MADMA Season 12, Episode 2 or 3 insert. This is where Splice gets a message from Eliza. And that's a very nice shot. We're going to do that. We could slow it down if we need to. All right, so we have one last shot. And it's going to be Splice talking to Eliza. And at this point, we're going to change our camera angle, our third-party camera angle. Over here, we're going to want to get both Splice coming in and Splice talking. So, and we also want to see the bunnies. And by the way, I'm going to do a bunny count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they're all still there. What a pain in the butt they are. I just have to get that out there. Okay, so we can see Splice, the GraphCom, the bunnies. All right, so here comes Splice, and this is the third scene. Splice comes in. Want to watch from Splice's point of view to make sure the eye angles are correct. Eliza, can you hear me? Eliza. And then he's going to say something like, oh, the suit. She was right, it's too far away. So basically they can't communicate. Then he comes down here. Oh, look at these bunnies. They look so cute, and they couldn't be that hard to take care of. Hardy har. Then, wait. Eliza. Is that you? Backs up. Okay, so that scene... Whoops, he backed up too far. Let's try that again. Okay, let's just do it again. And if you guys are wondering why it takes so long to do scenes, this is why. You want to kind of get things perfect. Also, I'm running a couple of things on that server that's making it lag. And so I have to be careful. All right. So let's see here. Gonna restart the Fraps in just a moment. We're gonna get ready to do scene number 3. And we are logging back in. And logging back in over here. And as I said, you guys now kind of get an idea of what it is like to film something like this. This is just an insert for a scene that'll probably last about 30 to 60 seconds. All right. And let's go ahead and launch. I'm going to make sure that we're not using too much RAM on the server. On the client, I should say. Edit profile. Everything looks good. Okay, all right, so again, we're over on a third monitor that you cannot see. This is the one that's got the client running for the external camera and the third party server, because we always run a separate server from the client itself. So now we're going to let that character join. And we'll get ready for another fraps. This will be fraps 4. And we'll do F1. Okay, all right, so we're going to do this last scene again. And we want to get actually a little better angle. I think like that. We'll get Splice to come up here. Splice will be walking through. And we'll just go ahead and fraps 4. Fraps 4 external. Okay. Eliza, can you hear me? Now, wait a minute. Hold on just a second. Eliza, can you hear me? Eliza. Wait, let's back that up. Eliza, do you read me? This is Splice. Do you read me? She's right. The range is too far. Whatever he's going to say. Oh, look at those bunnies. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, they couldn't be that much difficulty to raise or something like that. Splice, this is Eliza. Splice? I mean, Eliza? What are you? It's, oh, the Gravcom. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now we do the scene where Splice is basically just looking at Eliza through the Gravcom, which this is pretty much a perfect shot. And then I will... Yes, I'm moving my head to appear more lifelike. Blah, blah, blah. And we'll do the dialogue later. Yes. Audio only, so I don't have to worry about the graphic cut insert. But... Yes. And then she says something prophetic, which is like a big shocker. And then cut. Okay, that's pretty good. And then what we'll do is we'll do some shots of Splice from behind talking to Eliza, and something like this. And we'll do Splice's head movements. We'll also put Splice forward a little bit. Yeah, so Splice is talking to Eliza, his head, blah, 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 blah. We'll cut all that together. And we might even do this. Because he's shocked at what Eliza says. All right, so that's it, guys. Thanks for showing up. And this is a scene for MADMA Season 12, Episode 2 and or 3. And basically what I've done is shot all of the footage while I had this going on Twitch, so that as time goes on and more folks are aware, we can start doing a little more interactive sessions as far as when we make different scenes, and get your feedback actually before it goes into the episode. Okay, so that's it for today. That is it for the stream. And thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll post this on YouTube. All right, thanks, guys.